Well, we officially have the first problem with the e-bike. It's been about 4 weeks since I owned this thing, and I haven't had any problems until now. The brakes are absolute dog shit. So as you can see, the front of the e-bike with the brakes are kind of like all over the place right now. So the main thing that is not working, it's not my rear brake, but it's my front brake. So I'll go ahead and pop up a video of it on the screen. When I was riding my e-bike earlier, and I was pulling in my brake lever was touching my grip. Literally just like that. You never want your brake lever to touch your grip. Now, as it goes for my rear brake, it does the same thing. Bam. Now, the only difference, my rear brake works. My front brake literally did not work. Again, I'll pop up more videos of it on the screen. Now, I have the brake cable apart right now, and I also have this little adjuster out because I was trying to mess with it right when I came home. That's the first thing I wanted to do. I know the problem, I just don't know how to fix it, okay? I'm used to my dirt bikes, which is where it's super easy to fix this problem. This brake cable needs to be shorter. That's it. It needs to be shorter. So this kind of helps with making the brake cable shorter, but not really. So it has something that I have to adjust something down there on the actual brake. I just don't know what I need to adjust. So I am going to wait, get some help later today, and hopefully figure out what's wrong with this e-bike because I want to ride it. How I found this out earlier, I was riding, and I guess I accidentally pulled in the brake too hard because I didn't know my brakes were like this loose or something. So I went to go pull in my brakes, and I heard like a popping sound. And then ever since then, it's just been, super easy to pull in the brake. Obviously, it's like this now because the brake cable isn't out, or the brake cable is out. But when the brake cable was in, and I noticed that it was just super easy to pull in my brakes. Even my rear brake. And there is a brake cable in here. Look how easy this is. It should not be like that. Now, maybe I am just used to my dirt bike still, but I do know one thing, my brakes are not working, and I gotta fix it. So I did grab some Allen wrenches earlier today, and I thought maybe it had something to do with this bolt right here. So this bolt makes this move up and down, and this actually activates the brake. So you pull in the brake lever, this brake cable goes up, this goes up, and then that activates the brake. But that was before I realized that's not my problem. My problem is I need to make the brake cable shorter. I just don't know how to do it. Moto Daily, why are you waiting until next season to start racing? That is a great question, and I have a couple good reasons why. Whew, all right, we got the garage door popped open a little bit. It is so hot right now in California. I think the past couple mornings, it's been 80 degrees. It's been hitting in 80 degrees, and it's only like 9 or 10 in the morning. In California, the weather in California is crazy right now. If it's like 10 or 11 in the morning, it's already like 80 or 90 degrees outside, which is wild. We also have a fire right now near where we live. I could kind of smell the smoke right now. We do have like a bunch of air quality warnings that are happening. But the skies are blue today. This is the first day the skies have been blue in about 3 days. So it's pretty good. All right. Let's talk about why I'm waiting until next season to start racing. I have 3 very good reasons why, and 3 of the only reasons. All right, so number 1, let's start with the most obvious thing. I am on a slow bike right now. I'm on a trail bike, and if I'm going to start racing, I definitely need a faster bike. Now, I am doing practice races on the 140, and there's nothing wrong with a track. There's nothing wrong with a trail bike on a track. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with it. But this bike is slow for me. I've been on this bike for 2 years. I am more than comfortable on this bike. I am full throttle on this bike so many times, and I'm just super comfortable on it. When I get passed on the track by other kids, I can't even try to pass them back. Like, I literally have no chance. I'm full throttle, and I'm just watching them go off into the distance. Basically, the first reason is I need a new bike. Whether it's going to be this KX250, and I'm going to put a lowering link on it, and this KX250 goes 85 to 90 miles per hour, or it's going to be a CRF 150 and that bike goes 70 to 77 miles per hour. It's almost 20 miles an hour faster than my 140. Reason number 2, I just want more practice. Maybe I don't need more practice, even though I do, but I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking you don't need it. Number 1, I do need it. Number 2, I want it. I want more practice on the track, on practice races, because it's only going to make me better before races. Number 3 is that I'm getting into shape, literally out of shape. It's just going to make riding motocross for me a whole lot easier, and I'm just going to feel so much better, and I'm going to look better on the bike. I'm going to start racing. So there is a race happening at the end of this month. It is June. It's going to be on June 30th. I can attend to the race, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till next season, and by next season, I mean about the beginning of 2025. You guys won't see me race for a long time. You'll see me do practice races, but you won't see me race for a while. I just need to get my bike and me into the right position. I need to get in shape. This bike needs to be sold, and I got to get a bigger bike. Also, I do want to save up a lot of money before I start racing. That is another reason, because whether I get this bike or whether I get a 150, I'm going to be spending a lot of money on that bike. Now you guys know your reasons. So, my dad's birthday is next month. Okay, for those who don't know, this is my dad's bike. He's on a KX250. And this is my dad's helmet. So, this helmet is old. It's probably about almost 30 years old. It is a Fox helmet. And he doesn't want a new helmet. I asked him a long time ago, maybe like a year ago, I said, you gotta get a new helmet. He said, I don't need one. He needs one. For his birthday next month, I am going to be buying him a new helmet. If you guys have any suggestions, I mean, I might just get another Fox helmet for him. Right now, I have a Troy Lee design, and I love Troy Lee design. So, the reason why I'm going to get him a new helmet, this helmet is so old, it's not even safe to wear. Also, the recommended time span to replace your helmet is every 3 years, but normally I do every 5 years. So in the next 3 or 4 years, I will also replace my Troy Lee design helmet. But this helmet is due for a replacement right now. So next month, I am going to be buying him a new helmet. Look at this thing. It's not even that. The pads are just so old. They're disgusting. Imagine how much sweat is in this right now. There's no emergency release straps. That's how old this helmet is. Also, the newer technology with helmets right now are just better. I mean, I've worn this helmet once after I got my new Troy Lee design helmet, because this used to be my helmet. And you cannot breathe in this helmet because the vents are awful. You have these 3 little vents right here, and then you have these vents here. And then these 2 up here, and look how small they are. And you have no vents in the back compared to my Troy Lee design helmet, which has vents all over. So yeah, right now it's either going to be maybe a Fox helmet. I'll probably just end up getting him a Fox helmet. But do you guys have any brand, helmet brands? All I've worn is Fox helmet and Troy Lee design helmets. I've never had a Alpine Star helmet or an O'Neill helmet. But if you guys think those helmets are better, let me know. Let me know in the comments. And I might take your suggestion. Good morning, River. All right, it's the next day, and here's a little update on the e-bike. We got the brakes fixed. Shout out to my dad, thank you. So I was right, the brake cable needed to be shorter. I just didn't know how to fix it. Now look at this. Bam, so much better. But my dad did take a look at my brake pads, and he said that I am on my brake too much when I'm riding. So my brake pads are already worn out on the G-Max. I mean, they're not worn out, but they're getting there, so we definitely have to be light on the brakes from now on. Yeah, we're going to go ride this thing, and stay tuned for a riding video with the e-bike on Saturday. Stay tuned for that. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys on Saturday when we post the G-Max video.